What's up and good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas day number 23. This is giving me low-key anxiety only because I have not edited any of my vlogs for this week going back to Sunday, and it is officially Friday. So imagine my stress levels, but I am happy to report that I am about 95% done with my holiday wrapping. The only exception is that my husband is finalizing a couple of things for our kids. We are just putting everything in one big box for each one. So that way it's just like one big box of goodies versus opening up a bunch of little ones and saving us some of the hassle. I know a bunch of little ones, sometimes it's a lot more exciting because there's so much more of like, ooh, what's in there? But it's also like one big goodie bag too. And you could just like, ooh, what's in here? Ooh, what's in there? So what we're doing is trying to like put gift wrap at least, or tissue at least on some of the items. Yeah, so for the most part, everything is wrapped. And like I said, or a couple things that we're still waiting that are supposed to be delivered hopefully by today and not tomorrow, because we have plans tomorrow and likely that we may end up going out of town. So we need our stuff. So anyway, now you're probably wondering what's going on with your face. Like that doesn't even match what's going on with your outfit. I know, I get it. I have my hair in this low but loose bun because my husband's work is having a little like a little holiday dinner party, not lunch, I almost said luncheon, but like a dinner little get together later. And I didn't want to have to do my makeup twice. I figured I have a meeting this morning with my boss and I always like to look presentable. And so I'm going to have to put something on my face. This is a little too much for my boss's meeting with my boss, but I'm sure she'll be like, what's going on today? But yeah, that's really what's going on. And the party is not until like 6 o'clock later this evening. It's like a dinner thing, obviously after work for them. But again, I don't want to have to worry about doing it later. And because I did wear primer and I wore my Fenty foundation, like I wore my good stuff. So hopefully it won't be as shiny. But worst case, I just kind of pat down before I go to the event. So that's usually what I do anyways. But before I do all that, and this is why I was a little nervous about doing the makeup too early, is because as I shared, today is a short day for me. I did work late yesterday so I could make sure I had all my things in order before I went on my vacation. And our work, the place that I work for, they give us 4 hours off early on Christmas Eve. But as you all know, Christmas Eve is tomorrow. They allow us to exercise the 4 hours on today, the day prior. And then we observe Christmas Day's holiday. Since Christmas falls on a Sunday, we observe Christmas Day on Monday, like most schools and most organizations that offer that as a day off and are closed on the weekend. So that's pretty much what we got going on, which is beautiful for me because it's not officially like that Christmas yet. And that gives me the opportunity to run to the grocery store, which is why I'm worried, because I'm like, I'm going to be running around literally in the grocery store. I can only imagine how crazy it's going to be. You're probably thinking I'm crazy for doing it. I know. But I also knew what I had going on, and this whole week just has been a blur. So my goal today, as soon as I'm off work, I'm off at 11. So I'm hoping that I can get my list together so I can have everything I need that I am going to need. And then, I'll walk my dog first, go to the grocery store, come home, unpack everything, get everything situated and organized. Any last minute gifts that show up, I'll start wrapping those. And then I have to jet here probably like around, I'd say maybe about 5:15 or so I can make it to my husband's side of town before the 6 o'clock event starts. I don't want to be the first one there, but also don't want to be super late either. So, and that's what we got going on today. I don't know that I'll capture video there. I'll probably do pictures, of course, but video, probably not so much because, as you all know, I don't feel comfortable just busting out the camera. I've gotten better, I will say. gotten better, but not all the way 100% there yet. So I try to capture little moments, glimpses of things that are going on. It's great Vlogmas content, obviously, but again, it's individuals that I don't necessarily work with or know like that, and I don't want to be disrespectful or have them ending up on somebody's channel that they didn't approve of. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that. And yeah, so I'm gonna get back to work, and I will talk to you all later. By the time I come back here, I'll officially be on vacation. But all right, let me go finish what I was doing, and I will talk to you all later. What's up, y'all? So this is what the elves got going on today. Looks like they're reminding us that there is 2 more days left. They're asking us to get to baking. Personally, I don't do the cookies. That's something that my father-in-law does, and his cookies always come out so delicious for the holidays. And I might make some cupcakes. Looks like she has a funfetti down there, so that sounds like a good idea. But yeah, definitely we'll need to get some baking done, most likely tonight after the party. Y'all, I'm officially on vacation. Except it's 11:30 and I should have started 30 minutes ago. I had a quick conversation with my boss, and then there was a couple things that I needed to follow up on for the end of year. And it could have waited to the beginning of the year, but I just wanted to get it done so that it's not putting her in a delay, because she's off next week as well. And so you can already imagine, if it's crazy as an employee, imagine as a manager. So I figured, let me just get it done out of the way, so that way it's out of my hair and her hair, so that way it could just be on to the next person. So I also sent an email off to my outgoing boss and kind of give him a plan for when I come back, assuming he's hired a new person by that point, so that we can move forward in those onboarding efforts. So let's try this again, shall we? Sorry, my dog was on the stair rubbing her whole body. I said, no, girl, get off of there. I don't want her rubbing her whole hairy self all over my stairs and carpet. It's funny because I actually need new carpets, but holding out to see what happens in the new year. Anyways, I feel like I've already said this, I don't know how many times in past vlogs. So long story short, there's a plan in place. I'm officially done with work for 2 weeks. I'm going to get off of here and take her on her walk now. It feels like a breath of fresh air to just be out here walking and not watching the clock. We're counting down the days. I'll be there in about a week. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy day half, because it's not officially day 1, but day half of this 2-week vacation. The plan was to go straight to the grocery store after I got off work. The plan went left. And the reason why is because I decided that I would finally post about my award from 2 weeks ago. I know I posted on YouTube, like I included it in Vlogmas, but I hadn't included it like on Instagram, Facebook. Like it's been weird. I've been so like delayed on life, even down to sharing the elf updates in my stories. I've been like behind a day, and that takes like 2 seconds to post your story. Like you don't have to put anything, quick hashtag and done. And I'm just so behind this year. I used to be so like, oh, let me catch and let me share. Oh, let me catch, let me share. And I just feel like I'm just getting away from that. Nothing wrong with those that do, but I'd like to get back there. But I think I was just so overwhelmed with life and everything. So this mental break is going to be very much welcomed. So yeah, of course it was a super long post. I set the disclaimer, I put a disclaimer, long post. And I had to even shorten that one because I didn't realize Instagram had limitations to the number of words, and it said exceeds limit. So I had to go back and change a couple things and just kind of like shorten things. But it's fine. It's not like anybody's really going to sit and read it anyway. And if they do, thank you. And I included it in the post on blog or on YouTube, and I obviously in the description, and I also put please, my apologies, as this is outside of Vlogmas and I'm behind on Vlogmas because I haven't posted since the 17th Vlogmas from the 17th. Okay, girl, come on. My dog could sit here and just sniff the pee on the pole for like the whole day if I let her. But it feels good because I felt a little bit of pressure, not because the chamber said, hey, you need to post this. They never did. But also because I want to acknowledge. And I also found out, I knew that it was going to happen. I just didn't know exactly what day. But apparently my face is on the billboard along with my fellow awardee, I guess you could say, Mariela, who also graduated from Sac State, and both of our faces are on the billboard. We knew what it was going to say and what it was going to look like. I just never got the exact day. She said by this week, but I didn't know when exactly. Apparently it was up already last night because one of my friends right now, is I'm online on Instagram, I saw I had a message from someone that is not connected to me. So for those of you who have Instagram, it'll tell you, like, you have a message, do you want to accept? And obviously I did. Come on, girl. Now she's trying to sniff poop. And he was like, hey, I was driving down 50 and I saw your face on the big Jumbotron billboard thing. Congratulations. So I'm like, okay, it's definitely out of the bag. For anybody who wasn't paying attention or doesn't follow the Sac Hispanic Chamber or doesn't follow my YouTube, it's pretty obvious that it's there now. So, I mean, if you're driving and paying attention to the billboard, of course, but it's going to be a 3-week rotation, if I'm not mistaken. And it's pretty cool because it's the little things that make you feel like, damn, all of that was worth it for that one little bit of spotlight. It's just like somebody finally out there recognized all of this and it's made it worth it. So I appreciate everyone. I swear, like, I can't even stop saying thank you for everybody that's played a pivotal part in my life, been there as my support, been there to listen to me cry, been there to be a shoulder to cry on. You know, the cards and the words that came when we lost our son, you know, going on, wow, it's already gonna be 19. Yeah, he would have been turning 14 already. Like, it's mind-boggling. And I still remember like it was yesterday, those feelings and everyone that came around and crowded me with that support system, you know, even down to the donations at work. Like, it meant so much. And this is, again, just a thank you, but I won't make this super long and drawn out, but I just wanted to just mention that it's a good feeling. But now what I am gonna do is get home, finalize this grocery list, go to the grocery store and get my life together. So I will see you all in a little bit. I survived Costco. My pocket didn't. I went in there to get some mac and cheese because I like their mac and cheese. And since we didn't order any for the holiday from my good friend that makes it for us for Thanksgiving, Costco's mac and cheese is second in line. And I went in there for mac and cheese, and I was like, oh wait, I think we need toilet paper. And oh wait, but we need, and that's how it starts. So like $120 later, but it's all stuff we need, like Dove soap, toilet paper, cereal, since the elves were judging me. The only thing I think that I got that wasn't so much a necessity was Chex Mix, because they had it on sale for like $4 for like the big bag, or $4 or $5, like huge family bag, Costco family size bag. And then a chocolate mousse cake that they had, and it says Merry Christmas. So the only downside to that is I'm still going to Winco after this, so I'm gonna have to hurry up because I don't want it to melt. But it's not that hot outside, so it's actually pretty warm. It's a really nice day today. As you can see, the sun came out. There's still a little bit of cloud cover, you can kind of see it, but for the most part, it's a nice It's a nice day. It's 55 degrees. I don't know that it's been this warm in a couple of days. It's been like in the high 40s. So I decided I'm making my favorite Gordon Ramsay turkey for dinner, alongside with the mac and cheese. I'm gonna buy a green salad, some corn, and I'll see how the asparagus looks. If it's too thick, then I'll probably pass on it. But if it looks pretty good, then I'll like just thin enough, then I'll probably do that as another side. But I'm trying to keep it fancy but simple all at the same time. I don't want to be overstressed because the turkey itself is a whole process. And that sucker's been thawing since Tuesday. So, yep. But I'm trying just to kind of take my time, not really stress on the crowds, just take my time. The only place I got to go later is obviously to my husband's little work event thing. And like I mentioned earlier, I don't have to go and be there until 6 o'clock. And it's only 3:11 now. So that gives me a solid hour and 45 minutes to shop and check out. I have to make a quick pit stop, and then after that I have to I told the kids I'll just pick up a pizza for dinner, and then I'll cruise on home, probably eat a slice or two. And because I mean, we are meeting at a restaurant later, but you know, when it's crowds, I don't know if they're gonna pre-order food, if it's just gonna be a bunch of little appetizers. I don't know the setup, so I'd rather just go with full stomach. I'll have a nice drink and then call it a day. Like, that's it. So if we end up ordering, great. But yeah, I feel like I've been spending so much these last couple of days with the holidays, and I'm just like, at this point, look, I'll just eat me some 2 slices of pizza, get a little appetizer with a drink, and I'm good. So all right, y'all, I'm gonna go. I was gonna hit Starbucks because there's one right next to our Costco, but I was also craving a soda. 69 cents, you can't go wrong. But it's about to be my turn to pump some gas, so I'll see you all in a bit. I wish I had those glasses with the camera, then I can just vlog and nobody would even be able to tell, because then you could see the real, true, like what's happening in front of me. But yeah, it's too many people, too many crowds to be trying to walk with the phone in my hand. Y'all, look what I found. Shops at Winco. Made it out that store. It took way longer than it needed to, but at the end of the day, it wasn't as bad as I expected. It was actually decent. And then, what was I gonna say? The lines actually weren't long like in other occasions, because they had like all the registers open, so that's a plus. So I was able to get in and get out, but also it took a while because I was making sure, I was like Santa, I was checking my list, checking it twice, making sure I didn't miss anything, because there's nothing worse than not having all the ingredients. Yeah, so right now I'm just gonna run a quick errand. I'm already running behind. It always seems to happen that way. My husband's like, well, can you just hurry up and like get home and change? And I'm like, well, my makeup's done. So kudos to me for thinking ahead this morning. But that also means I'm not gonna get to really style my hair like I had hoped I would. So I'll just have to figure something out. I don't even know what I'm wearing, to be quite frank, because I thought we were just gonna do ugly Christmas sweaters, and it turns out that's not the case. So I have an idea. I might recycle the sweater that I wore last year. I don't recall if I wore it for Christmas or Thanksgiving, or I don't remember. It might have been Christmas. I have to look at my photos from last year because I'm like, did I wear the same shirt? Watch it be. And actually, I'm not gonna wear it for the family thing, so I'll just wear it for today. And I know for a fact nobody's probably seen me in it, but it's fine. It's whatever. It doesn't matter at this point. I just need to go home, put my pants on, put my sweater on. I'll just, I guess, do the typical Jenny low bun. It used to be the typical Jenny high bun back in the day, and ever since it's turned into the low bun. So it's just what's gonna have to be. But right now I'm here to pick up an order that I have pending and waiting for me, and parking is not looking very nice, but there's one way over here in the back, and it's a small item, so it's not like I'm gonna be walking out with anything expensive, because you know, you gotta be careful. All right, my friends, I'll be back in a little bit. Matter of fact, I may not be back for a little while because I got to get myself together. Got to get pizza after this, go home, change, and head on over to the party. Look, guys, I am super, super hurrying up. And I didn't want to just go with like a blah bun. So I thought I would throw this little head wrap on. Yeah, I feel like somebody's auntie. I am somebody's auntie, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like these head wraps always look so cute on other people. And I feel like for me, it makes me look like, one, that I'm bald, or two, that I have like a big old head. I feel like my head is too round for this, or face is too round for this. So, yeah, but at this point, it is what it is. And we're just gonna roll with it. I'm not there to impress anybody. And be about my business. And not in a bad way. Like, obviously, you always want to look presentable. But it's like, oh, and no, this isn't the sweater that I was, look at that. I just wet myself. Jeez, that's water, I promise. And this is not the sweater I was talking about. This is actually just like a little shawl thing. I put a tank top under. It's just nice and loose. And it's a whole vibe right now. Like, I'm going for comfortable. Like, I wasn't even thinking I was going to be out and about tonight, okay? I totally spaced until last night when my husband was like, oh, by the way. So obviously the vlog did not end because here I am. My makeup still doesn't really match, but it is what it is. It's a holiday party, right? So let's get this show on the road.
Don't let it go to your head. I am.
Rudy, always putting out fires while staying positive and joking around. Knows where every car is in the shop. A foundational part of our team and what holds our team together.
Just don't know where the keys are.